Welcome back to my channel, Maria Kafetzis, luxury real estate broker with Douglas Elliman Real Estate, both in New York and Florida. So recently I had posted a video on upsizing, and now I want to do a little video on downsizing and what that means to most sellers. And how most people deal with it, because it is something that is very emotional. Most of the time they're downsizing for purposes of, they've been in a house for a long time and the kids went to college or got married and they're, of age and they're having trouble with the stairs, or the house is too much to maintain. So it is a very emotional thing, because usually somebody's been in the house for a while. The other thing is, God forbid, of a death, where one person passes away and the other person's left with this big old house, and they can't really take care of it anymore. Another reason to downsize is unfortunately divorce. So that happens a lot. And then you have people that just want to change lifestyles. They want to travel the world and they want something maintenance-free and not to worry about it, or something a little less expensive so they can travel the world and live a different lifestyle. So it all depends on why you're doing it. But it is a bit of emotional thing. You do not have to downgrade when you downsize. I always tell my clients this, because I always get calls and I sit in somebody's beautiful mansion or large home, and they need to downsize and they're very emotional and they say, well, I don't want to let it go. They want $500,000 more than it's worth, always. And it's because of the fact that they're emotionally attached to the home. So me as a real estate broker, I have to be extremely, extremely careful with that, because it is an emotional time. So I am extremely careful with that aspect, and I'm very gentle around that, and I'm very respectful towards their emotions towards their home, because that is very, very important. So the reasons to leave is cost, maintenance, lifestyle, responsibility. They don't want the responsibility of the maintenance, divorce, or health. You don't want to downgrade. Figure out on paper if you can, because I do everything on paper. Some people could just have it in their head and they're okay with it. I do everything personally on paper. So I write down pros and cons. What do I love that I can't live without about my neighborhood now? That's one of the questions that you have to ask. The other question you can ask yourself is, what do I love to do here in this neighborhood that maybe if I downsized into another neighborhood I would not have? Can I still have use of that amenity? Or can I still drive to the store that I love, or things like that? And basically what I do is I tell people, what is your lifestyle? What do you love to do? Where do you go? Give me your typical week, your typical 7 days out of the week. And I listen to them and I make that determination of, okay, she loves to, play tennis with her friends at, this tennis court. She loves to go shopping. She loves to walk daily, or he, I'm saying she, but, or they, they love to go, to the park every week, and this particular park, so depending on the lifestyle, they love the beach, so they don't want to go too far. If they're downsizing from a condo here, let's say in Sunny Isles Beach, they want to stay in Sunny Isles Beach, but they want something maybe on the Intercoastal that doesn't have the higher taxes or maintenance, or is a little less costly, or maybe they could make a lot of money from their unit right now. In New York, sometimes we want to be away from traffic there. Sometimes we want to move because we're too far away from Manhattan, or sometimes we want to move because we're too close to Manhattan. There's many reasons, but either way, whenever you're downsizing, you have to take into account your lifestyle now. That's the biggest key thing, so you're not miserable where you go. If you're moving from a condominium, moving into an apartment complex, if you decide to rent for a while, because that's a thing that you have to decide too. Some people want to downsize, but they don't necessarily want to buy right away. They want to go. I had a client who I sold a $2.7 million home for, and they went on a world tour for a year and a half. They rented a small place, and when they got back, they called me and they said, okay, we're back, we want to buy. So many people rent for a while. If you are accustomed to a luxury building, I have a client who, really wanted to be in this particular apartment building close to their location for work, and we negotiated the best we could with it. You know, the unit was beautiful, and it still is, beautiful views, but he hates the composition of people because it was an apartment, luxury apartment complex rather than a condominium. So it's very important to determine, you know, downsizing, but not downgrading your lifestyle. So determine the important things that you enjoy about your current home is the absolute best advice that I can give you, and use those things in order to help me help you find that particular home. It's very important to determine exactly what it is that you don't want to lose, because then we can work on finding that exact place. So that's pretty much how I'm going to wrap up downsizing. You know, when you're downsizing, there's a video that I made about how to prepare your home. Those are very important things. Call me, because, you know, we can really capitalize on the sale of your home so long as it's presented the correct way. You know, so that's also a determining factor, is how much money will you get from your property now in order to downsize but not downgrade. So there are so many factors involved. Downsizing can be fun because it's a relief and it's a lot less stress and usually less costly every month, and people enjoy the liberty of that. So if people are a little older and they have a home with stairs that they never use a second floor, they enjoy saving the money every month because they never got use of that extra space that they had anyway. So these are the things, and there are many. If anybody is watching that is 55 and over, there's many condo units that are much more affordable, and homes that are much more affordable in 55 and over situations that, you know, you will be like amazed. The people are so young. You know, the new 55 is like the new 40, really, because everybody is so young. You walk into these places and I feel like they're all my age, and they're, you know, 15, 20 years or more older than me. But it's pretty cool to see, and they're beautiful. I mean, they're amazing. Sometimes I say I wish I was 55 already so I could live in one of those, because they're much more affordable, they're really beautiful, and they have full amenities. So there are a lot of options. You know, don't think that you're downgrading your lifestyle. So give me a call today. I'd love to help you. And if you're, I'm going to do another video on relocating or downsizing from New York to Florida. That's a big one that I get a lot, and I've actually had a couple of requests to do a video on that. So I will be doing a video on that soon, and I'm going to try to not overload you guys, so I am putting them up maybe once a week, once every couple of weeks or so. But you know, if there's a particular subject that you're interested in hearing about, please reach out to me. Please send me a message. I'd absolutely love to speak about it. So just text me or email me, and I'll be happy to do that. So please, if you're a homeowner looking to downsize, a homeowner looking to upgrade, or any buyer that's looking for a home, please do call me. My telephone numbers are 516-885-2525 or 305-773-5994. My email address is rightrealtor4you@gmail.com. That's RIGHTREALTOR, the number 4, the letter U, @gmail.com. Please feel free to follow me on Instagram. I invite you to follow me on Instagram at rightrealtor4you, spelled the same way, and also like my page on Facebook, facebook.com/rightrealtor4you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and stay tuned. Please remember to subscribe below so I can keep all this wonderful information coming over to you. Thank you. Bye-bye.